Okay, so we're back for another LS video, but here's the problem. The LS stuff came in, the heads are here, the block is there with the new rings and the valves and stuff, but look at the complete disaster of a mess that we have in the garage here that I have to clean up first. So that's priority number one. Let's do that first. Look, there's windows and everything on the floor. This is bullshit. K member up here, let's put that in my car. So yeah, I gotta clean up first. Sorry guys. All right, so here's our block. It's been honed out. It's been honed. And it has new cam bearings in it. Thanks to my sexy friend Charlie over at AMS. Now we just have to put this there. Oh my God, the light is so bad. Fuck. Get under it. Now we just have to put the stand on it again, which involves taking the stand out from the wall. Let's do it. So as you can see, it's much cleaner than before. There's a coat of paint on this side, but I think you ran out of paint on the other side. And I painted this side too. All right, so both sides already have a coat of paint on them. If you can see. It's just aluminum silver, so it looks a lot better than what it did look like a couple episodes ago. And the cylinders have obviously got some honing in them. All the valves got relapped. Okay, so now that we have the block back, we do have a set of fresh piston rings. And we have all our valves. They were all relapped in and cleaned. I need to get an etching tool so I can etch number 1 into the rod and number 1 into the piston. That way I know which corresponding slug it came out, so I can disassemble them. I can take the pins out and I can clean all the shit off all of them because they're still covered in oil and stuff. Alright, so one thing I do need to apologize about right away is this heater is going to be on non-stop this whole video. It is minus 40 degrees Celsius outside, and for you guys who don't know the conversion, minus 40 degrees Celsius is the same as minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're going to lay out some Smurf paper here. That was really gay. Perfect. Now we're going to grab the pistons and we're just going to start pulling out the pins and get the rings off them so we can get all the individual pieces cleaned up. Yep. Alright, number 1. Top ring's already off. I don't have a ring expander with me right now, so I'm just going to use the whole pull it apart with your fingers evenly. I'm not reusing these rings anyways. Bottom ring. That's number 1. I'm going to keep them all in order here. So I'm going to put top ring, second ring, and then the oiling ones. I'm not actually reusing these rings anymore, but I'm just going to keep them there anyways. And then we have to get the piston pins out. Let's do that. Oh, stop moving that. Dang, these are stuck in there good. This is my first time ever seeing a piston pin out of an LS. They're actually pretty beefy from the factory. I wonder what wall that is. I'm gonna measure it, I think. I'm gonna measure it.
No fatties.
That's a 200 wall. I guess the material matters too, because these probably aren't like the hardest tool steel material. That's pretty thick, 200. Cool. We got 1 down, 7 more to go.
Fucking kids.
Fuck, come on you bitch. So all the pistons are off the rods, all the rings are off, the pins are out. They were a bitch to get out too, they were pretty stuck in there. I can't get any degreaser or anything because nothing's open, it's Christmas. So that's it for today. I'll get some degreaser tomorrow probably, and we'll start from there. The lighting's so bad in some spots in this garage. To the far lost land of Canadian Tire, which is not lost because I'm there like every day. And we got this etching tool. Actually, it's an electric engraver, which is the same bullshit. But now I have to assemble it because obviously the etching tool doesn't come in the gun already. It'd be so dangerous, oh my god. But I'm gonna put it together and then we're gonna mark some numbers. I use a knife. That's not a knife. What? No way, there's a stencil. Oh, look at this sick stencil. It has hearts and stuff in it. Oh, yay. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't lose that piece. I forgot I gotta get a thumbnail photo, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the turbo that doesn't even belong on the car, because it belongs on my Supra. I'm gonna put it back here. And then I'm gonna get over on this angle and then take a photo, right? Bam, thumbnails. Bam, 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 bam. Actually, I should move these tools. Because you know it's all about the thumbnails and the clickbaity titles. Hey! How dare you get in my way. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to get itchy pants with the pistons too, but I'm gonna put them back where they came from, because that makes the most amount of senses. Whoa! That's on high speed. It's so goddamn scary. Listen to this thing. That's loud. I need like earplugs and shit. So you have to actually do the rod and the cap because the caps won't fit on any other rod, like I said in my last video, so. Hey, that worked. I'm gonna do the rest of these things. You guys don't need to watch because I have so many to do. It's repetitive. So what you can do instead is just go over to my Snapchat and it's like woo16 and just send me nudes and stuff. Now the heater came on again, of course, because it's super cold outside, but I have this plastic bucket. Degreaser and then some steel wool for the piston pins. And I'm gonna try and degrease some things so it doesn't look so stupid when I put it all back together, because there's gonna be all grease and muck and carbon on it. So we're gonna give this a go. So if I mess it up, then it's just an LS anyways. Okay, now to prep these to get dumped. So I'll put my gloves back on. So because we're not reusing any of these can just get stacked on top of each other just to get out of the way. Get out of my way, I said. Okay, Turbo, you're in the way now. Okay, so that's out of the way. What we need to do is we need to get the bearings out of the rods. So with these rod bearings, we're going to mark them where they came out of, just with a Sharpie. On the back, one, and then this was one rod side. So I'll put one R on this one. And we're going to do that for all of them. Cue music now. Yeah, whatever, man. So alrighty, cakes. We got all our bearings over here. They're all labeled. And we have our rods. Now we can start pouring our solution into the bucket. We'll dilute it with enough water to cover everything, and the pistons are allowed to sit for 30 to 45 minutes, and the rods, I don't know. So we're gonna do that now. We've just got the cheap super clean. We're just gonna pour it in there. Throw our pistons in first. 8, 7, 5. No, I'm putting them on the outside because the outside is a lot deeper than the inner part because it kind of bubbles up. We're gonna have to stack rods, I think. I'm just gonna dilute it a bit so everything gets soaked. Look how dirty the water got already. Alright, so I'll cut it off there. This has to sit for 30 or 40 more minutes, and then I can finally start cleaning them and stuff. So next time you guys see me, should be clean parts. Make sure to check out my social media thingies, I think, maybe, if you want to. It's like super_Williams or like woo16 on Snapchat, but make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. The block is here. We're gonna get some piston ring filers and some ring expanding tools. And we're going to start assembling that bottom end with a bunch of used stuff. So like I said before, I probably didn't have to go through all this trouble of doing all of this. I could have just thrown the fucking block in a car and ran it and made 700 horsepower pretty damn easy. However, this was supposed to be a learning experience for me. I'm not into it for too much money, and the knowledge gained from doing all of this is totally going to be worth whatever we do to that block and maybe make it explode with too much boost. So check you guys on probably like a couple days, because that's when the next video will be. So see ya!